So this is a question from clock chapter asked by UPSC in CSAT paper of 2014. Assume that the hour and the minute hand of a clock move without jerking, right? Second, the clock shows a time between 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock. टाइम कितना हो रहा है 8 और 9 के बीच में हो रहा है, राइट? तो यहाँ पे बोला है दे आर नॉट जर्किंग, ओके। सो ये बोलना चाह रहा है कि क्लॉक सही है, ओके। नाउ थर्ड, द टू हैंड of a clock are one above the other, right? So it means they are coincide, right? So it means they are coincide. यहाँ पे आपको याद रखना है, right? So the formula, like they are talking about between 8 and 9, right? Between 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock, what will be the time when they will coincide? So they will coincide at, I told you the formula. The formula will be 60 upon 11 into h. If this is h, this is h plus 1, right? So this will be 60 upon 11 into 8, right? So this will be the answer. Okay. Now, after how many minutes will the two hand be again lying one above the other? ये बोल रहा है कि एक बार तो ये मिल गए, कब मिल गए? They will मिल गए एक दूसरे के ऊपर 8 और 9 के बीच में, कब आ गए? At this timing, right? So this is 8 past, or this is minute, after this minute, right? And when they will meet again, so it is like they, so now the timing will be nor thus. So when they will meet again, we will again use this formula. They will meet again at 60 upon 11 into 9. So this is again minutes, right? So this is minute, 9 past and this much minutes. Okay, we will calculate this minute. So now the question is asking what's the difference between these two, right? Because the question is saying after how many minutes, ये इतने बजे मिले 8 बज के कुछ मिनट में, उसके बाद अगेन ये कब मिलेंगे? ये इतने बजे मिले, right? So we will deduct this timing from this timing, right? So this is an hour, right? 9 hour or 8 hour. So this will be 1 hour is here and we will minus this, right? So this will become 60 upon 11 and 9 minus 8, right? So this will be 1 and this 1 hour will be like 60 minutes, okay? And this 60 upon, so this will become 60 upon 11 into 1. 60 upon 11, आप इसको normally आपको divide करना है, right? आप ऐसे करके divide कर सकते हैं. This will go 5 times 55. Okay. Then we will get 5 here. Then again 0. Then go 4. So this will be, this is 60 minutes and we are getting 5.4 minutes from here. So this will be 65.4 minutes. So they will meet again after, or they will coincide again after 65.4 minutes. So the answer will be, so this will be equivalent to 65 minutes. So the answer of this question is option C. So they will coincide after 65 minutes. Okay. So I hope ये आप सबको समझ आ गया होगा. If you guys still have some issues, so you can contact me and I will explain you this question personally. Okay. So this is the question of clock asked by UPSC in CSAT paper of 2015. Between 6 p.m. and 7 p.m. the minute hand of a clock will be ahead of the hour hand by 3 minutes, right? So बोल रहा है कि देखो 6 बजे क्या होगा, 6 बजे अगर आप घड़ी की सुई देखो तो hour hand will be at 6 and minute hand will be at 12, right? So the question is asking that ऐसा कब टाइम आएगा कि जो मिनट हैंड है वो जो आवर हैंड है उससे 3 मिनट आगे हो जाए, राइट? वो यहाँ पे ऐसे कुछ आ जाए और इनके बीच में जो दूरी है वो कितना हो, एंगल नहीं दे रहा है यहाँ पे, राइट? ये टाइम बता रहा है कि इनका डिफरेंस कितना हो, 3 मिनट, राइट? ओके. सो सी, यहाँ पे भी हम एक फॉर्मूला यूज करेंगे, ओके? जैसे हम और फॉर्मूला यूज करते हैं व्हेन द डिफरेंस इज, जब हम फाइंड आउट करना चाहते हैं कि उनके बीच में जो डिफरेंस हो कितना हो, राइट? या तो वो अपोजिट हो या कोइंसाइड कर रहे हो, राइट? या राइट एंगल हो. तो यहाँ पे हम द फॉर्मूला यूज करेंगे. सो द फॉर्मूला इज कि सपोज द टाइम इज h एंड h प्लस 1 आवर. h और h प्लस 1 आवर आप समझ रहे हैं. सपोज दिस इज 3 एंड दिस इज 3 प्लस 1 4. 3 और 4 के बीच में ऐसा कब टाइमिंग आएगा, राइट? सो अगर आप देखो तो ऐसा 2 बार टाइमिंग आएगा. एक तो टाइमिंग तब आएगा जब ये जो मिनट हैंड है इट इज बिहाइंड दिस आवर हैंड. तो यहाँ पे भी तो ऐसा टाइम आएगा जब इनके बीच का डिफरेंस 3 हो, राइट? और बाद में भी आएगा, ठीक है? सो द फॉर्मूला इज 5h प्लस माइनस, एंड कितने मिनट का डिफरेंस बोल रहा है, तो दैट मिनट एंड 12/11, राइट। तो ये फॉर्मूला आपको यूज करना है इसमें, राइट। सो जैसे मैं आपको इसमें यूज करके दिखाता हूँ, द क्वेश्चन इज अबाउट 6 PM एंड 7 PM, राइट। सो दिस विल बी 5 into h is 6 plus, right. So we will use plus here because this is after that one, okay, क्योंकि ahead लिखा है, अगर before लिखता तो माइनस यूज करते, but here we will use plus. So the difference of minute is 3. m is representing the minute actually, कि कितने मिनट का डिफरेंस होना चाहिए दोनों के बीच में, राइट। एंड दिस इज 12/11, so 5 6 are 30 plus 3, so this will become 33 into 12/11. 11 will cut this 3 times, 12 3s are 36, so this will be 36 minutes, right. So the final answer will be 6:36 पे ऐसा टाइमिंग आएगा जब मिनट हैंड विल बी अहेड ऑफ आवर हैंड by 3 minutes. So the answer is option C. Okay, so the answer of this question is option C. Okay, so I hope ये आप सबको समझ आ गया होगा, ठीक है। मैंने आपको सबसे easy way में बता रहा हूँ, right. So there is another method also you can use to solve these kind of question. Okay, so the how we can do it, let me tell you. Then we will use the concept of relative speed. So what is the concept of relative speed? The concept of relative speed is that our hand gets 55 minutes gain in how many minutes? 60 minutes. एक घंटे में, राइट, जो मिनट हैंड है, ठीक है, वो कितना गेन करता है? 55 मिनट्स, राइट। सो सिमिलरली हियर वी वांट अ गेन ऑफ हाउ मच? दिस विल बी 33 मिनट्स, राइट। व्हाई दिस विल बी 33? बिकॉज सी, जो इनिशियल जब 6 बजे हैं, इनके बीच में कितने मिनट का फर्क है? 30 मिनट्स का, राइट। बट द क्वेश्चन इज आस्किंग कि उसको 3 मिनट्स और कवर करने हैं, राइट, क्योंकि वो बोल रहा है कि द डिफरेंस शुड बी 3 minutes between our hand and minute hand ahead when he will pass this our hand, right. So the 1 minute gain will be in 60/55 and we are looking for 33 minute gain. So this will be in 60/55 into 33. With 11 we will cut this 3 times and this will 5 times. 5 will cut this 60 12 times, so 12 3s are 36, right. So we got the same answer. Okay, so you can use any method you want. Okay, I hope ये आप सबको समझ आ गया होगा। आप ये फॉर्मूला याद रखिए, so that will be the best, right. So this is a question from clock chapter asked by UPSC in CSAT paper of 2017. A watch loses 2 minutes in every 24 hours, while another watch gains 2 minutes in every 24 hours. At a particular instant, the two watches showed an identical time. Which one of the following statement is correct if 24-hour clock is followed, right. So see, understanding this question is important, like what the question is saying. Okay, so I am explaining you. First, the most important thing is the question is saying this is a 24 hours clock, right. So there will be no 6, this will not be 6 PM, this will be 18, right. तो शाम के जब 6 बज रहे हैं तो उसको 6 PM नहीं बोलेंगे, उसको 18 बोलेंगे, राइट। तो रात के 11 बजने हैं, दैट विल बी 23, ओके, बिकॉज 24 घंटे की वॉच हम ले रहे हैं, राइट। सो सपोज दिस इज 12, राइट। तो ये उसने बोला एट ए पर्टिकुलर इंस्टेंट द टू वॉचेज शोड एन आइडेंटिकल टाइम। सपोज रात के 12 बजे है, ओके, रात के 12 बजे है, मतलब यहाँ पे 24 हो रहा है, ठीक है, दिस इज 24 और दोनों ने एक टाइम शो कर रही है, ठीक है। अब क्या हो रहा है, अगले 24 घंटे के बाद क्या होगा कि दिस इज गोइंग फास्ट, वन इज गेनिंग 2 मिनट्स एंड अदर इज लूजिंग 2 मिनट्स। तो 24 घंटे के बाद एक घड़ी यहाँ पे होगी, ठीक है, और एक यहाँ पे होगी, राइट। सो द डिफरेंस बिटवीन देम विल बी 4 मिनट, ओके। सो ऐसे फिर अगले 24 आवर्स में ये और पीछे जाएगी और पीछे जाएगी, ऐसे ऐसे जाते रहेंगे, ठीक है, और ये आगे आगे जाएगी 2 मिनट्स, राइट। सो इन दिस वे दे विल रीच हियर, राइट, एट सेम टाइम दे विल रीच हियर। तो देखो ये जब यहाँ से रात में 24 बजे, रात के 12 बजे मतलब 24, तो सुबह के 6 बजे ये सुबह के 6 पे होगी और वो जो पीछे आ रही है तो यहाँ पे वो 18 बजे होंगे उसकी घड़ी, ठीक है। तो ये यहाँ पे टाइम सेम शो नहीं कर रहे हैं, वो यहाँ पे मिल जरूर रहे हैं पर टाइम सेम शो नहीं होगा, ओके। फिर उसके बाद क्या होगा, ये ऐसे यहाँ पे आए, फिर ऐसे ऐसे करके ये रिवर्स होने लगेगी ऐसे करके, राइट। 2 minutes का, एंड देन अगेन विल रीच हियर दिस 12. सो यहाँ पे अभी रात से स्टार्ट होके हम पीछे जा रहे हैं घड़ी में, ठीक है. तो ऐसे ऐसे करके वापस आ गए, तो ये दोपहर का टाइम होगा, तो यहाँ दोपहर के 12 बजे है. और ये वाली घड़ी ऐसे आगे जा रही है 2-2 मिनट करके, ठीक है. फिर ये यहाँ पे, ये भी यहाँ पे पहुँच गई दोपहर के 12 बजे. सो दोनों क्लॉक विल मीट अगेन, ठीक है. कब मिलेंगी? आफ्टरनून में मिलेंगी 12, राइट. दोनों में सेम टाइम शो होगा. ओके, तो यहाँ तक बात समझ आ गई आई होप, राइट. सो नाउ in 2 minutes, like the first watch we are talking about, because both will take the same time, right. So we will calculate just for the one. This will gain 2 minutes, or the first watch will lose 2 minutes, will lose 2 minutes, losing in 24 hours, right. So in 1 minute it will lose in how many hours? 24 by 2 hours, right. But we have to calculate for, we have to cover this 12 hours, right. So 12 hours, because this is in minutes, so we will convert this 12 hours into minute. That will be 12 into 60. So 12 into 60 minutes will lose in how many hours? So this will be 24 upon 2 into 12 into 60 in this much hour, right. So 2 will cut this 60 30 times. So this is the total hour. Okay, but now we will convert this hour into days. So in one day there are 24 hours. So we will divide this hours by 24, right. So this 24 will cut this 24. So this is 12 into 30. So 12 into 30 is equal to 360 days. So they will meet again. They will show the same time. They will show the same time again after 360 days, right. So the answer will be, so the answer is not in the option first, second or third. So the answer will be option D. So option D is the correct answer of this question, right. So this is a question from clock chapter asked by UPSC in CSAT exam of 2017. A clock strikes once at 1 o'clock, right. So at 1 o'clock, what is happening, right. So suppose this is 12, this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3, right. So like this. Okay, so here at 1 it is strike once, and twice at 2 o'clock, and thrice at 3 o'clock, and so on. So it takes 12 seconds to strike at 5 o'clock, right. So how much time he is taking to strike at 5 o'clock? 12 seconds. So at 5 o'clock, how many times it will strike? It will strike 5 times, because this is going in that sequence itself. 1 2 3 4 5, right. So here he will strike 4 o'clock at 4 times, right. At 5 o'clock he will strike at 5 times, right. So if it takes 12 seconds to strike at 5 o'clock, तो ये 5 strikes करने में कितना टाइम ले रही है? 12 seconds, right. What is the time taken by it to strike at 10 o'clock? So 10 o'clock पे कितना टाइम लेगी ये clock, right. So at 10 o'clock it will strike 10 times, right. So if you will see, it is just the double of this one. Here 5 o'clock is striking at 5 times and taking 12 seconds. So at 10 o'clock the clock will strike 10 times, and it will take how many times, how many seconds? Just double of this. So this will be 12 into 2. So this will be 24 seconds, right. Otherwise you can use the unitary method also, right. That how we will do, like 5 strike, for 5 strikes it's taking 12 seconds. So for 1 strike it will take 12 upon 5, and for 10 strikes, because at 10 o'clock there will be 10 strikes, so how much time it will take? 12 upon 5 into 10. So 5 2, so this is 24, right. So the answer is 24 seconds. So he is asking what is the time taken by it to strike at 10 o'clock, right. So it will take 24 seconds. So the answer is option B. Okay, so this is a question from clock chapter asked by UPSC in CSAT paper of 2019. A wall clock moves 10 minutes fast in every 24 hours. ठीक है. So what is happening? एक wall clock है, वो 10 मिनट फास्ट हो जाती है 24 आवर्स में. The clock was set right to show the correct time at 8 AM, राइट. सो 8 AM पे हमने इसको राइट सेट किया है, राइट, ऑन मंडे. दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एक्चुअली. आई विल टेल यू व्हाई. When the clock show the time 6 p.m. on Wednesday, what is the correct time? Right. So normally when we solve this question, we miss this information that we are setting this clock right at Monday and the examiner is asking or about Wednesday. Right. 6 p.m. Normally we consider that in the morning 8 a.m. घड़ी को सेट किया गया और शाम में 6 बजे कितना फास्ट हो जाएगी, राइट. No, this question is not that. He is asking on Wednesday 6 p.m. What is the time, right? So if you will see, we are setting it at Monday, then Tuesday morning 8 a.m. This will be 24 hours. Then Wednesday morning 8 a.m. This will be 24 hours, right? So this is on Wednesday. Now Wednesday morning we are here. Now the examiner is asking about evening time, right? So this is 6 and this is morning 8. So the difference is 8 and 4, 12 plus 6, right? So this is 10 hours. So total hours are how many? 24 hours this, 24 hours this, and this is 10 hours, right? So we know that in 24 hours, this is getting late by 10 minutes. This is getting fast actually. 10 minutes or this is 10 minutes fast again, right? So in 10 hour, so we will calculate. We will use the unitary method here, right? So according to unitary method, that it is getting in 24 hours the ball gets fast by 10 minutes. So in 1 hour it will get fast by 10 by 24 and in 10 hour this 10, right, this 10 hour, this we already know, right, this information. You can do it many ways, like you can add total hours and then you can calculate. Otherwise we know about 24 hours how many minute it gets late, directly we can write. So 10 hours we have to calculate, right? So the 10 hour, in 10 hour it will be fast by how much, right? So now we will calculate this. Okay, so this will go 5 times, this will go 12 times, right? And then again we will solve this. This is 6, so this is 25 by 6, so we can write 4, right? So this will be around approximately 4 minutes. Okay, so this is 10 10 plus and this 10 will be 4 minutes. So the total fast will be 10 plus 10 plus 4, so this is 24. Okay, so this will be the answer. So the answer will be, right, because they are saying when the clock show the time 6 p.m. on Wednesday, what is the correct time? So the correct time will be how much, right? So this is showing 6 p.m. So what will be the correct time? The correct time will be 24 minus from this actually, right? Because 24 मिनट फास्ट हो जाती है, फास्ट होने के बाद 6 p.m. दिखा रही है, तो करेक्ट टाइम क्या होगा, राइट? सो दिस विल बी 24 मिनट्स बिफोर. सो दिस विल बी लाइक, हम इसको यहाँ पे 60 आ जाएगा, 5 यहाँ से, ठीक है, ये आवर्स में है तो इसमें से एक आवर निकाल के हम इसके मिनट्स बना लेंगे, तो 60 मिनट्स बन गए एंड दिस इज 5 आवर. नाउ वी कैन डिडक्ट, राइट? सो दिस विल बी 5 आवर. So we will deduct this 10 minus 4 6. Okay, so this will be 5 minus 2, this will be 3. So the correct time will be 5:36 in evening, right? So the answer is option A. Okay, so the answer of this question is option A. I hope ये आप सबको समझ आ गया होगा. मैंने आपको बहुत इजी तरीके से बताने की कोशिश करी है. If you guys still have some issues, so you can contact me and I will explain you this question personally again. So this is a question of clock asked by UPSC in CSAT paper of 2021. At which one of the following times do the hour hand and the minute hand? See, यहाँ पे ये जो keywords है ना, इसको फोकस करना है. hour hand की बात कर रहा है, minute hand की बात कर रहा है, कि second hand की बात कर रहा है, right? So they are talking about hour hand and minute hand of the clock makes an angle of 180 degree with each other, right? So ये क्वेश्चन बोल रहा है कि किस टाइम पे हमें फाइंड आउट करना है, किस टाइम पे जो आवर हैंड है और जो मिनट हैंड है उनके बीच में जो एंगल होगा वो कितना होना चाहिए, 180 डिग्री, राइट? सो इज टॉकिंग अबाउट कि एंगल उनके बीच में कितना होना चाहिए, 180 डिग्री. सो सी दिस काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चन वी कैन डू इन टू वेज. यू कैन यूज डायरेक्ट फॉर्मूला. ओके, सो आई विल टेल यू विद डायरेक्ट फॉर्मूला. सो देयर इज अ फॉर्मूला to solve these questions. Suppose the hour we are trying to find out between h hour and h plus 1 hour. So this h और h plus 1 hour is like we are trying to find out between 2 बजे और 3 बजे के बीच में वो कब coincide करेंगे. Not coincide, will make 180 degree angle, right? 180 degree angle means they are opposite to each other. Okay, so language कई बार 180 डिग्री बोल सकता है एग्जामिनर और कई बार ऐसे बोल सकता है कि दे आर अपोजिट टू ईच अदर. तो ये दोनों लैंग्वेज में आपको फोकस करना है कि एंगल जो होगा 180 डिग्री की बात कर रहा है, या वो ये भी बोल सकता है कि स्ट्रेट लाइन होनी चाहिए. ओके, अगर वो स्ट्रेट लाइन बोल रहा है, 180 डिग्री बोल रहा है या अपोजिट बोल रहा है, तो तीनों चीजें सेम है. ओके, सो डोंट गेट कंफ्यूज्ड. तो व्हाट इज द फॉर्मूला? द फॉर्मूला इज 5h plus minus 30. Okay, and this will be 12 upon 11, right? So when we will use plus and when we will use minus, if h is greater than 6, then we will use minus, and we will use plus if h is less than 6, right? H means hour. Okay, जैसे यहाँ पे 2 और 3 के बीच में we are trying to find out. Okay, so which one we will use? This, because h is less than 6, so we will use plus sign. So this will be 5h plus 30. Okay, so I will show you how we are using in this question. So if you will see, the question is asking about the time 7, right? तो 7 बजे के अराउंड का ऑप्शन है सब में. सो वी विल ट्राई टू फाइंड आउट एट कि 7 और 8 बजे के बीच में कौन सा ऐसा टाइम होगा जब दोनों सुई के बीच में, आवर हैंड एंड मिनट हैंड के बीच में 180 डिग्री का एंगल होगा, या वो स्ट्रेट लाइन में होंगे, राइट, या वो अपोजिट टू ईच अदर होंगे. सो द फॉर्मूला आई टोल्ड यू. सो वी विल पुट दैट 7 in this one. So this will become 5 into 7, right? We will use minus because h is greater than 6, minus 30, 12 upon 11, right? So this will become how much? This is 35 minus 30, so this will be 5 into 12 upon 11. So 12 5s are 60. 60 we will divide with 11, so this will go 5 times 55, right? Remainder is 5. Then we will put decimal sign 50. This will go 4 times, right? So the timing is 7 past 5.4 minutes. So this is the answer. Okay, now we will see in which option we are getting this answer. So according to option A is saying that at 7 के 7 बजे ही 180 डिग्री होगा, ऐसा बिल्कुल नहीं है. So the second option is between 7 and 7.5. 7 और 7 बज के 5 मिनट के जो बीच में होगा कहीं पे एंगल होगा, बट वी आर गेटिंग कि 5 के बाद आ रहा है, राइट? बिकॉज वी आर गेटिंग 7 past 5.4 मिनट, so it will be after 7.5 minute. Okay, so ये so this option is also not there. Second option, third option at 7.05, वे बोल रहा है 7 बज के 5 मिनट पे, ऐसा भी नहीं है because we are getting 0.4 here, right? So 0.4 minutes are remaining. So according to D option, between 7.05 and 7.10 hours, right? So this is correct because after 7 बज के 5 मिनट के बाद आएगा वो एंगल जब there will be they are in straight line. Okay, so the answer is option D. Okay, so the answer of this question is option D. I hope ये आपको सबको समझ में आ गया होगा. मैंने आपको easiest way में बताया है, आप बस ये फॉर्मूला याद रखो और आपका क्वेश्चन हो गया, राइट? This is a question of clock asked by UPSC in CSAT paper of 2022. Consider the following statement. So they have given two statements. First statement, between 3:16 p.m. and 3:17 p.m. both hour hand and minute hand coincide, right? So we have to tell at what time, right? So between 3:16 and 3:17 they coincide. Whether this statement is correct or not, we have to find out. Okay, so we will do that. And there is also a second statement, between 4:58 and 4:59 p.m. both minute hand and second hand coincide. Which one of the above statement are correct? So we have to tell which statement is correct, right? So see, in these kind of questions there are two ways to solve it, right? So I will tell you both ways, right? One is the formula. Whenever there is a question of coincide, so we can use the formula of to know the timing, right, when they will coincide. Suppose there is a time h and h plus 1, right? So this is like 2 and 3. So we want to know between 2 and 3 when they will coincide. So the formula is 60 upon 11 into h, right? So we will take h here, not h plus 1, right? So let's assume in this time. So they are asking between 3 and 4 because they are talking about 3:16 and 3:17, right? So we have to find out when the both hand, hour hand and the minute hand will coincide. See, in a if you remember this clock, there are three kind of hand. One is hour hand, other is minute hand, and another is second hand, right? तो ये वाली सुई हुई आवर्स की, ये मिनट की और ये सेकंड्स की. ओके, सो नाउ वी हैव टू फाइंड आउट कि कब आवर हैंड और मिनट हैंड मिल रहे हैं. ओके, so we will use this formula. So that this for according to this formula 60 upon 11, and we will take 3 because the formula is h, not h plus 1, right? So what it will be 180, and then we will divide it with 11, right? So this will be 11. Now we will get 8 minus 1 7, then it will go 6 times, so 66. We will get 4, right? Okay, then point, then 0, and then so they will coincide at 3 past, and this is minute, 16 minute, 16 by 3 minute, right? So they are meeting between 16 p.m. and 17 p.m. because this is in point 3 is there, right? So this statement is correct. Okay, so we have find it out, right? So there is one another method you can use. That method is of relative speed, right? So you know that the hour hand gain 55 minutes in 60 minutes, right? So he will gain 1 minute in 60 upon 55, right? So in this case we have to see like the timing is 3, right? So this is our hand at 3 o'clock, our hand is on 3, and the minute hand is on 12, right? So this is minute hand, this is our hand, okay, and this is minute hand. So the difference between their timing is 15 minutes, right? So they are far apart by 15 minutes, okay. So we have to, because we are using the concept of relativity, so we have to consider कि ये जो 15 मिनट की दूरी है ये कितने टाइम में कवर कर लेगा मिनट हैंड, राइट? तो वी नो कि 55 मिनट्स में ये जो मिनट हैंड है वो कितना गेन करता है 60 मिनट, सॉरी 60 मिनट में कितना गेन करता है 55 मिनट्स, राइट? तो हमें फाइंड आउट करना है कि 15 मिनट में कितना गेन करेगा, ओके. तो वी आर यूजिंग द यूनिटरी मेथड, राइट? सो दिस विल बी इन 15 minutes it will gain how much, 60 upon 55 into 50, right? So with 5 we will cut this 3 times, and this is 11. If you will see, we are getting the same thing here, right? What we use in the formula. Okay, this is the same thing, so we will get the same answer. Okay, so the first statement is correct. Okay, now I am rubbing this space so that I can find the space to tell you about the second statement, right? What is the second statement? According to the second statement, between 4:58 and 4:59 both minute hand and second hand coincide, right? See, यहाँ पे क्या confusion होता है कि we assume this is they have given minute hand and this second, ये second वाली सुई है, right? This is not our head, right? So जो this ये जो second वाली सुई है ये आप अगर देखो हर मिनट में एक राउंड ले रही है, okay? तो ये पूछ रहा है that according to this statement, if you read it carefully, कि कोई वॉच है उसमें 4:58 पे, okay, 58 will be near to this one, right? 4 is this side, right? तो यहाँ पे 58 है, ठीक है, ये मिनट हैंड है, या 4 हो जाएगा तो ये यहाँ पे आ जाएगा 60 पे, यानी 12 पे, राइट? तो 4:58 है. अब जो मिनट हैंड है वो भी 4:58 पे यहीं पे होगी 12 पे, वो राउंड लेगी ऐसे ऐसे करके, ठीक है, क्योंकि एक मिनट में एक राउंड हो जाता है सेकंड हैंड का, ठीक है. तो अगर आप देखो 4:59 होने से पहले वो मिनट हैंड से कोइंसाइड करेगी, राइट? वो बस यही जानना चाह रहा है कोइंसाइड करेगी या नहीं, तो करेगी, ओके, क्योंकि दिस इज अ सेकंड, मतलब सेकंड वाली सुई है, ठीक है. तो यहाँ पे कंफ्यूज नहीं होना है, डोंट गेट कंफ्यूज विद दिस इंग्लिश, ओके. सो दिस इज आल्सो करेक्ट, सो द आंसर इज ऑप्शन सी, बिकॉज बोथ स्टेटमेंट आर करेक्ट, सो द आंसर इज ऑप्शन सी, ओके. सो आई होप ये आप सबको समझ आ गया होगा. इफ यू गाइस स्टिल हैव सम इश्यूज, सो यू कैन कमेंट एंड आई विल एक्सप्लेन यू दिस क्वेश्चन पर्सनली अगेन. So this is a question from clock chapter asked by UPSC in CSAT paper of 2022. A man started from home at 14:30 hours, right? So 14:30 means 2:30 बजे, right? So अपने के suppose house है, यहाँ पे timing कितना है 14:30, right? And drove to a village, arriving there when the village clock indicated 15:15, right? So it's going village. So here is a village, and here the timing is showing 15:15. Okay. After staying for 25 minutes, so he is staying how many minutes? 25 minutes stay. He drove back by a different route of length 1.25 times of the first route. So this distance was d, suppose. So he's going with another way, suppose this one, and this is 1.25 of d at a rate twice as fast, right, reaching home at 16 hours. So the speed here is, suppose the speed here was v, so here he is going fast like 2v, because they have given twice as fast, right, reaching home at, and he is reaching here again at 16 hours, right, as compared to the clock at home, the village clock is. So हमें बताना है ये जो village clock थी, this one 15:15 जो शो कर रही थी, right, ये स्लो थी या फास्ट थी और कितना, राइट. सो नाउ अगर आप देखो यहाँ पे स्टार्ट किया इसने और इतने पे रिटर्न आ गया, ठीक है, तो टोटल कितना हो गया, 1.5 घंटा हो गया, ठीक है, और वी कैन से 19 मिनट्स. सो 19 मिनट्स में वो वहां से गया विलेज, वापस भी आ गया और वहां पे 25 मिनट स्टे भी किया, राइट. सो दिस विल बी लाइक द टाइमिंग विल बी, सपोज जाने में T1 टाइम लग रहा है, आने में T2 टाइम लग रहा है, ठीक है, एंड 25 मिनट्स स्टे भी किया, and this is equal to 90 minutes, right. So this 90 minutes means, are you getting 16 minus total the difference between these two timing? So this is 1.5 hour, right. So 1.5 hour I am converting into minutes, right. So this will be 90 minutes. Okay. Up T1 we know T1 is distance. We are using the formula speed. चाल बराबर दूरी बटे समय. Okay. So this T1 will be T upon V. Now this T2 will be how much? T2 will be 1.25 D upon 2V, right. D upon V we already know. What is this? This is T1. So we can write 1.25 upon 2, and this is T1, right. So we can put here. So this will be T1. So T2 we will put here. 1 minute. I am writing as T1. Then this will be 1.25. T1 upon 2 is equal to 90 minus 20. Okay. So this will become how much? This will become T1. So this 2 will come this side. This will add it into this. So this will become 3.25 upon 2 is equal to 90 minus 25. So this will be 65. Right. So now we will solve this. So T1 will be equal to how much? 65 into 2 upon 3.25. Right, so we will solve this. So this will go 5 times, right. So 5 will cut this one 20 times. So this will be 20 into 2. So this will be 40. So T1 is 40 minutes. So T1 was this one, this timing, right. This timing T1 from here till here. So here उसको जाने में कितना समय लग रहा है? 40 minutes, right. So here he started at 14:30. So 40 minutes in this we will add, right. So this will be 3 o'clock plus 3:10. So we will add, this will be like 14:30 और 2:30 बजे ही started, and after 40 minutes he will reach here. 2:30 बजे हैं, 2:30 बजे में अगर हम 40 minutes को ऐड करेंगे तो कितना हो जाएगा, right. You can do directly. तो 3:10 हो जाएगा. 3:10 मतलब 15:10. Okay, right. Otherwise you can add, okay, in this way 14:30 plus 40. So this will become 70 here. Then the 60 minute will add into this one 14. So this will become 1 hour, right. So this will become 15. Okay. So now, so the answer is, because the watch is showing 15:15 but the actual time is 15:10. 3:10 हुए हैं, but विलेज की जो घड़ी है वो 3:15 बता रही है. इसका मतलब विलेज की जो घड़ी है that is fast. So how much? 5 minutes. Okay. So the answer is option D. So the answer of this question is option D.